Hi guys. One I was looking at anyway, this is let's just start at the front. Um I am going to create a playlist of all my P equals NP videos and send it to the guy who creates the list. Also, I don't know what's happening with my hair, but this is why I don't really care if my hair like dies because it's uncontrollable. It does its own shit. You don't understand how short hair works. It, anyway, be as it may, I am looking at the P versus NP list presently. They created a list of everyone who's ever tried to prove it, and I'm going to create a playlist of all my videos and send it into this guy, so maybe people can start peer reviewing me, which, I mean, bashing, because they probably aren't going to like the fact that I refuse to write a paper and say such shitty things about how their academia is set up, but they probably will just think I'm a joke. So it's fine, but it's really not a joke. You want to know what's a joke? Someone showed that if P equals NP, then P equals X time, and that since P is not equal to X time, this yields that P is not equivalent to NP. That is a stupid argument. I don't even have to read it. That's a dumb argument, because how your verifier is still bound. I don't know how the fuck you're showing that the verifier suddenly jumps from being able to solve X time problems in polynomial time. That makes no fucking sense, man. My favorite paper on this list is that when you approach light speed, P approaches NP. The uh the proper the proper way to put that actually is when you approach light speed, non-determinism approaches determinism. But it's actually a book if you want to read it. As velocity approaches light speed, P becomes equivalent to NP for computations using zero mass particles. Dude, you should have just said non-determinism approaches determinism, because you aren't even bound by complexity classes then. Light speed doesn't experience time passing, so there's really no difference between poly time and X time in that characterization. But that's just relativity. Um, Other than that, I haven't read lots of shit on this list. But I'd like to be added to the list. So this is my petition to be added to the list. Please consider me. I'm sorry that I refused to write a paper. That's never gonna change. I don't want to write a paper. I might write a book, but I'm certainly not writing a paper. I don't have the money to write a book right now. If someone wants to sponsor me writing a book, I can do that. It's probably gonna be half poetry and not make much sense. I'm like to write succinctly and write in between the lines. I don't really feel the need to explain myself. That just would take lots of words that I'm not ready to have. So y'all just have to figure out how the fuck to understand Kurtlish, which in every single line has about 5 meanings, and that are all important to the overall meaning. So good luck. That's why I write short shit, because you're supposed to get as much as you get out of the long shit, only in the short shit. That's how I structure my shit. Anyway, this isn't to say that I think I'm better than anyone else. In fact, I think I'm a fool. I'm just playing the fool because, well, one second. I can read a quote from a book that says why I should play the fool. I have to find the book, though. There's so many books here. Where was it? There was a quote in Lao Tzu, from Lao Tzu somewhere that said, the wise disguise themselves as fools, or something to that extent, instead of trying to be like an expert. Disguise themselves as fools, but I can't remember which book I was reading it in. Was it Confessions? I don't really like Confessions, to be honest. I don't think it was in Confessions. That just makes no sense. Why would Augustine quote Lao Tzu? I could have sworn it was in this book. Anyway, I can't find it anymore. I might have imagined it. But it's in one of these books that says that you should act like a fool. So that's what I've decided to do for this problem. There's 116 entries. I'm trying to become 117. So wish me luck. Sorry that I'm the fool, but I gotta be. Because all y'all pretend like you know everything. And we don't. The answer is the answer, and so long as we don't know it, we don't know it. If you try to assume that you know it, you're gonna have a self-referential contradiction because you don't know it. So anyway, my cat's licking the carpet. I don't know why. Mac! Mac! What are you doing? Crazy man. But anyway, you gotta play the fool so that they realize that everyone's a fool if you assume that you know something. I can read you the last the last, the last in the book, the edition that I have, poem of Lao Tzu. Real quick, I really like the last poem of Lao Tzu. It's 81. It goes, it's on my wall. I have books fucking everywhere. Stepping on them. Ready? Truthful words are not beautiful. Beautiful words are not truthful. Good people do not argue. Those who argue are not good. Those who know are not learned. The learned do not know. The wise never try to hold on to things. The more you do for others, the more you have. The more you give to others, the greater your abundance. The Tao of heaven is sharp, but does not harm. The Tao of the wise is to work without effort. I really like that. Lao Tzu's a cool dude. The creator of Taoism. In this book that I'm reading, he's a Taoist or Confucianist. Confucianism is based in Taoism, and that's why they're so connected. And he really hates Buddhism. I like them all. What's to hate about any of them? I don't like people who take the ideologies and use them the wrong way for their own selfish nature. But all of them point to the same shit. So if you can understand what it's pointing to, and just take that perennial philosophy or primal truth as the truth, then you got it. You don't really need anything else. My cat's freaking out, so I gotta go play with him. I'll talk to you guys later. Wish me luck in my putting together my playlist and sending it to GJ Woeginger. It was revised the 26th of September 2016. I hope I'll revise it to add my playlist. Fingers crossed, everyone. Fingers crossed.